Hey guys, welcome back to episode 13 of Resonant Rise. Today, we start off the new year with a couple of different projects, things that I feel it needs to get done around the base, and we'll also go into Thaumcraft. In order to kind of go into Thaumcraft, there's a couple of things I want to make, and I keep hitting my mouse. There's a couple of things I want to make that'll make the whole process a little bit easier for me. Thaumcraft is a very old mod compared to some of the other mods that are on here. It's been in pretty much every mod pack that I've played, and yeah, it's been around for a long time. So, Thaumcraft is another magic mod, and this is about all I have to show for it right now. Basically a research table, and then I've got a Thaumonomicon and a Thaumometer, and I'll explain all these in a little bit. First things first, we need to create something. We need to make something that I've been putting off for a little while, something that's going to be helpful, and I want to get it set up now so I don't have to worry about it later. And that is hooking up my farm over here so that it produces netherwarts. So we're going to go ahead and chop through all this grass right here. Oh hey, we don't need this grass anymore. We're going to replace it with soul sand. That harvester just noms on them trees. It's a hungry little machine. Hopefully this works. I don't think I've tested this before. So the idea here is that we have the soul sand here, and then we put the... We're gonna have to set this up underground. Okay. So, the harvester harvests the items and sends the seeds and saplings and whatever back into here, which then will plant them. Planter does the planting. And I need to set up... My inventory is so full, too. It's full of nonsense, and all I can hear is those sheep in the background. Let's get rid of... We need to switch you out. Not quite all of it, though. Let's see if it plants. If it doesn't plant, then... Oh, there it goes. Good, it's planting them. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Don't want to plant all of them quite yet. Okay. And the next thing I gotta do, throw these guys out here. Don't need them. I want to set up this item duct. Switch out. Oh, never mind. I don't need to do that. What we need to do instead is... What do I need to do? How do I have this configured? Configured? I don't even know. How is this configured? So I might need a pneumatic servo. I thought I had one. Guess not. I mean, I do right here, clearly. So what if I... This is an interesting setup. Because I need this thing to get the netherwart, but it's going to fill up real quick with the rubber saplings instead. So what if I just pulled out a bunch of these and then probably discarded them? And then I just put these in. I think this would work. As long as I don't start filling up too quickly on the rubber tree saplings. There's an equal amount. But I get the feeling one or the other is going to fill up in here. Like this guy. Yeah, that shouldn't be happening. Okay, we do need pneumatic servo. We need to... In fact, I might get two. So, pneumatic servo. Another thermal expansion item. This allows you some control over your item ducts. And you can see them growing over there. Yep, we need to put one in here. And we want to whitelist certain things. One of those being the... And the only thing I really don't like about these guys is you do have to hit them with an open hand, and that's kind of a pain. Oh, we want to whitelist saplings, so that means it won't import things that it shouldn't. Like, you can see a bunch of stuff in here that it should not be importing. Raw rubber does not need to go in here. And so we can dump more things in here. Probably most of my inventory as well. I've got a bunch of stuff on me I don't need. Bones. Yeah, I don't really need that. And a bunch of Thaumcraft stuff that's clogging my inventory. Oh, I definitely don't need that. I don't even know why that's in there. Or that. And that. There we go. Okay, a little bit nicer. And grab these guys out of here. Okay. So now it should only accept those 2 items. And I will grab one of these netherwart so I can add that little bit of control on here. Come back down and get an empty hand. Go ahead and add netherwart. Okay, so this thing should only receive netherwart and rubber tree saplings. Which is what we want. Hopefully, we're not producing so many rubber tree saplings that my netherwart gets overridden. In fact, I could... And you know what? I might do that. I'm going to go ahead and, for now, disable the rubber tree saplings until we get a decent amount of netherwart going. That should work. Okay, I like that. And yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, so this is going to go ahead and do its thing. I'm going to plant one more. So these guys will grow, and this will automatically harvest them, because I'm going to want a lot of netherwart coming up soon. And I'm already harvesting pumpkins and melons for other projects. I just want to get those started as well. As far as everything else is going, not a whole lot going on down here. Not a lot has changed since the last couple of times I've recorded. Still making lots and lots of scrap. I can turn this guy back on. Still producing a fair bit of iridium at this point. I've got 15, which is pretty good. So that's how much is that? That's like 4, almost 4 iridium plates, or iridium alloys, whatever they're called. Iridium reinforced plates, which require the 4 iridium. And these are very, very useful for making a lot of high tier, either gravitation suite or industrial craft items. Stuff like the iridium drill, which has automatically Fortune 3 and can be recharged. And of course the quantum suit, which is all pretty cool stuff. And there's fission charge pads. These are kind of neat. Although I don't really know what the point of those is now that you can have something like an ultimate energy cube where you just toss in and automatically pretty much charges it all the way. There's no real flow restriction on these energy cubes from Mechanism, so anything you put in there will get charged right away, assuming it has enough energy to do so, and they generally do. Unless you're trying to charge maybe like a gravity suit from zero battery, but I doubt that. And you can also make the Vajra, which is pretty cool. It's like an automatic silk touch tool. And there's an ultimate lap pack, which I guess doesn't really make sense, because you would just make, unless you use it. Oh, you do use it for the gravity chest plate. But even the gravity chest plate only has enough storage. It only has as much storage as the advanced nano chest plate, so I'm not sure. It does, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, it stores 30,000. The nano chest plate only stores 3,000. Never mind. Okay, so it's got 10 times more storage. So yeah, so iridium, definitely a good thing to have. Working on it. So it's going to be a little bit before, that happens. The replicator is really slow, and my energy production isn't quite where I'd like it to be. But it's okay, I just leave it on, and I'm not using the energy for anything else, so I might as well be dumping it into the mass fabricator and making iridium out of it, which is fine by me. The only other big power sink in this game, in my opinion, that's worthwhile, is the MFR drill, and that thing drills down into the earth and it just pulls up items. It's basically just an item generator. It supposedly gets items from deep within the earth. It's not really doing that, it's just generating items. But anyways, keeping that in mind, once we, leaving that alone, I've left that alone while I did Ars Magica stuff. Now I'm leaving it alone again while I do some Thaumcraft stuff. So I made a little opening in the wall here. I'm not sure exactly how I want this to go. I probably want to make this all stone brick too. And I've been doing Thaumcraft. So in terms of introducing people to Thaumcraft, there are 2 video series I'd like to show you, and one is Direwolf's Mod Spotlight of Thaumcraft 4. The other one is a beginner's guide, I believe, to Thaumcraft, and I'll link both those in the description. If you have any questions, those should answer them way better than I can, so I'm just getting started myself. Anyways, the first thing you'd want to do is create a wand. And just to run through real quick, a wand is made by the iron capped wooden wand, and this is just a stick of some sort, and then 2 of these iron caps. These guys are just iron nuggets, or you can even use the iron ore berries, and then you can make the iron caps, and make 2 of them, put them together, you get a wand. Take that wand, tap a bookshelf, and you get the Thaumonomicon. Just like Ars Magica, this book will teach you basically everything you need to know. Some of its entries are unlocked over time, but the basic entry for Thaumonomicon and research and aspects of magic, and also the information here, these are all unlocked at the start, and they're very, very useful for getting started. So basically, Thaumcraft is more built around research than leveling up, and as you unlock different research, you can unlock different items and be able to craft those items. You can't normally craft a bunch of these items. You do need to research them and hopefully get the research and then be able to craft them after that. Thaumcraft is based around a system of aspects, so aspects of magic, and there are different combinations for those aspects that you can unlock, and they get recorded in here when you get a new one, so they can tell you that if you combine the aspects for Terra and Herba, you get Arbor, and so on and so forth. There's a bunch of different ones in here, and I'm assuming many, many more, and the more pages will get unlocked as I go along. There are 6 base, or primal aspects, as they're called. There's air, aqua, where are they? Aegis, Ordo, Perito, and Terra, I think is the last one. Yeah, and those aspects are all able to be combined in a research table to make the other ones. And these are all the aspects I have on the side here. Research table, you want to make these pretty early on, and then this is how you really get to all the stuff in Thaumcraft, which is pretty cool. It's an interesting system. You sort of play a mini game in here where you try to connect the dots together, and when you do that, you unlock that research. The research that I'm working with right now is called the deconstruction table. If I pull up my Thaumonomicon and I look at the chart here, I already got research expertise. I just got that. It was pretty fun. And this right here makes researching a little bit easier for me. It makes the mini game a little bit easier. And then what I want to get to is the deconstruction table. So this is important because the way you unlock, basically the way you get the aspects is by scanning things with a thaumometer. So if I scan this roadblock, I'm going to unlock I'm going to get extra research points. And these research points are different aspects. You can see there are 3 of those there. If I come back in here and I look at my count for those specific research points, like senses, one of those was senses that I got. Before I had 3, now I have 4. So just scanning this gave me that extra census. If I do this on road light inverted, I get another census. I get another, I get lux, I get a couple other things. Sometimes they're in varying amounts. But what I can't do is scan them again. Inevitably, despite the huge number of items out there, you will run out. And that's a problem, because in order to research things, you do need a fair amount of different guys here. And I'll go through the minigame here in a second. But you do need a fair amount of different research aspects to combine and craft so you can try to get your way through this, because there's a lot of guessing. And when you guess, you use up a lot of these guys in here too. And so at the end of the day, what you're going to end up with is a deficit in the number of aspects you have available to you. So you're going to need to find a good source of them. One of those is by finding different, what are they called, nodes out in the environment and scanning those. Oh, hi, skeleton. So there's a node right here, and you can't see it very well when I don't have it out, but when I bring out my thermometer, you can see it really well. If I scan this, you get a bunch of different things. You can see all of those that you get, close to 50 for 4 different aspects. Those can really help you out if you're running out, but even those are kind of annoying because you do have to explore for them. How did you get up here? Oh, I don't have this lit up. Oh boy, I've got creepers spawning up here. Where is my spellbook? Gotcha. It's almost akin to running out of skill points in Ars Magica. In Ars Magica, your leveling up and your progress with that is tied to how often you can cast new spells, because you get a decreasing return when you cast a spell repeatedly. So, I'm not really getting any points if I use heal self, even if I have damage taken. So if I were to take off my boots and I take some damage here, using this really doesn't heal me a whole lot. Eventually, or doesn't give me that much experience. Eventually, it basically won't give me any. And in that case, I'm going to need to use a new spell. But what happens if I don't have any points to spend? Then I'm stuck. Ars Magica does have ways around this. Thaumcraft doesn't really as well, at least not initially. But if you can get to the deconstruction table, you can get a bunch of aspects. And this thing basically eats items, gives you aspects, allows you to do more research. Pretty simple. Not simple at all. To be honest, it's a really confusing mod. It took me a lot of reading to figure out what was going on and watching videos. So if you're confused, go watch the videos in the description. Again, they're going to explain it better than me. And I may or may not be wrong about certain things. I hope not. I hope I wasn't just wrong. Okay, so what I have to do is get this deconstruction table. This is really important. This is why I'm getting the netherwarts. So what we got to do is we have to make connections between this point and the other points. Now, the first aspect that I know is going to be in here is going to be Perdito, because it's got the check mark. This is what I use to actually get the deconstruction table note. So we do this. We're going to see 2 points light up. So we got kind of this backwards, upside down F thing. This guy initially is going to be on its on state, and it's going to help us link to the different points we have on here. The object of the game is to link all of the different points, but it's got to be in a straight line. You can move runes around, but it costs your scribing tools. They get used up a little bit, which isn't really a big deal because they're easy to make. So let's go ahead and move some things around. Let's move you out of the way, you out of the way, you out of the way. Let's move. Oh, you can't move them if they're activated. So I'm going to put Perito in, and I'm going to flip it, and that's going to deactivate. Good. Okay. So let's move this guy over here, and move him up, and then move him over, and then move him up. This is going to give me, I think, an indication. Oh, I got to move him over to 2, don't I? I don't think I can make that gap, make that jump. But this should... Yeah, I really can't make that jump. I'm going to need to find another aspect besides Perdito, so I'm going to look for something else as well. And, basically, the only way to do this is to kind of guess, and sometimes, it might be an aspect you don't even have yet. Certain things you can try to create, I guess. I'm going to try combining these, because I thought that gives you some... I don't know what I created. So, that's kind of a pain. How about tool and this? Does this give you something? I am looking for something sort of in particular. Okay, I guess not. I mean, is this in here? Let's find out. Nope. You can see when I'm trying these, it'll give you an X if it's just not in here, which is going to be the case. With this one, I get a little red fish. They're called red herrings, and they remove certain runes on the board. So, gives you an indication of what's not available. Although I don't really find that to be very helpful. Nope. None of these seem to be applicable. And I'm just... Every time I use them... Oh, here, there we go. Okay. Cognito is one that we need to use. And it's this sort of two lines facing in towards each other. So like a squished box. So we need to combine these... Okay, Cognito. Alright, so we need to make sure that we make a link between these guys. So I'm going to turn this one off so I can move them around. So let's move this guy here, and then move him here, and then move him... I think I can get to this one, so I'm wondering if maybe... Oh, I don't want to move you anymore. I've got this guy. I know he'll connect there. So maybe move this one like this, and then move this one like this. Maybe that'll connect them. We'll see. And then this one, I want to move. I'm almost out of my scribing tool. Alright, let's see what happens if I turn on... If I turn on the one I used to make this. Perito. Alright, so it goes up to here. So this must be the first one in the link. And then it's going to go to here probably next if I hit the button for that one. If I put in Cognito. It does. Okay, cool. The downside to this is now that I know I've got a link here, I need to make a straight line with all of these, and I believe there is a specific order in which you need to do that. In other words, I have to make a link all the way back to this guy, because it won't branch. So that's going to be a pain. Definitely not the direction I want to go. I'd almost prefer to go down to here first, and then go up from here. I wonder if I can do that, actually. If this has to be the first one. So maybe we'll try that. So that would require me to push all of these guys over, or find another aspect, which would be kind of a pain. I'm almost out of my scribing tool. Very, very close to having that need to be replaced, which I've got another one right here. In fact, I could do that right now if I wanted. There we go. Simple. And yeah, I need these guys to go in here. So this one and this one. Okay, so what I'll probably do is move this one outside of this range, keep this guy here, and see if I can... Of course, this one's... Oh, I'll move it down one. Alright. I've got an idea. Alright. So I'll move this one here, and I'll move this one over. So you have to be like really careful about how you do this, or else it'll screw up. So just trying to be very cautious about how this goes down. Now I want you. You can see I'm already kind of running low. I only have 5 of these, and I've got to keep using them up to turn it on and off. So let's move this guy here, and then here. That's close enough to create a link. So if I turn on... Sweet, okay. So that just works like that. That's nice. So if I move this one here, up to here... Oh, that's too far. There's no way it'll link that far. Where is my other one? Right here. Yeah, I'm going to need a third if I want to do this. I'm going to need a third aspect of some sort. But I'm not getting... You know, any sort of info on these. None of these seem to be working, so that's not helpful. Magic, nope, 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 nope. Lots of these are wrong. Well, this isn't good. I wonder if it is another one. If it's this. I keep thinking it's some sort of like machine element. maybe not. Maybe not indeed. Nope. Weapon, attack, harm. Let's look at the Thaumcraft and aspects of magic. So we want to create maybe a compound aspect, something interesting. So we have, if we look at some of the things that we get from machines, what do we get? Definitely the metal has some sort of machining aspects to it. The table, instrumentum. Instrumentum, that's metal plus humans. Plus humanus. So what if I... Do I have any humanus left? I do. Humans plus metal gives me instrumentum. And I'll make another one. Now, maybe this plus something else gives me what I want. I think I already combined it with one thing. So maybe combine it with magic? Nope. How about with... Actually, let's go see if we can scan some things while we're out here. Oh, hey, there we go. Fabrico. That's a new aspect. Oh boy, this one gives a lot. We've discovered sort of an armor one. Tantum, alienus. Item duct gives me something very, very basic. How about a router? This one, again, has a lot of stuff in here. Ignis, Precantio, Granium, a bunch of really silly things. Ignis extruder gives me more stuff. In this case, I don't know what that one is. I've never seen that one before. The gears. I feel like that's new. I'm watching my right side scroll bar, and that's showing me the different things that I've discovered. It might be really hard to read. Oh, Mechanica. That is a new one. Cool. So let's try Mechanica. Or Machina. Oh, it's a red herring. I wonder if machine plus tool equals something? Doesn't seem to. How about machine plus fabrico? Doesn't seem to. Oh, I got a new clue. So, paving stone of warding. Sometimes you get clues while you're scanning things, and that was one of them. That's pretty cool. Paving stone of warding. I don't know what it does. All right. And yeah, this is taking a while, so I'm going to keep working on this, and then I'll come back. Alright guys, so I did a lot of exploring and scanning things, and I finally figured out which one it was. It was Fabrico, which is... Fabrico, which is crafting. And if I turn this on, you can see that those two oh, that's too close. And that's an issue that you run into from time to time. It's not too big of an... It's kind of a problem. Sometimes it's an easy fix. You want to make sure that they don't connect in the wrong order. So that's one way to get around it. We need to turn on... Was it Cognito? No, I think it was... Yeah, it was Cognito. Cognito needs to be turned on. Okay. And the next thing we want to turn on is the Fabrico, which was not supposed to do that. I didn't think that would connect. Okay, we'll turn that off again. Kind of using up more points than I want to. Okay, this should do it. Nope, never mind. I screwed it up. Okay, so unfortunately, this is the point where I have to kind of do a workaround here. This is too close, so I need to get it well out of the way. There we go. Okay, now it's out of the way. Fortunately, I used up my Fabrico, so this means I gotta make it. We can look up how to make that, and here it's humans plus instrumentus, and instrumentus is humanus plus metal, humanus is bestia plus cognito, which I think I have both of those. So if I put in Bestia, Cognito, and I press the purple button, I combine them to make Humanus. I think I need a second one. I put in now, look over again, we're trying to make Fabrica, we need humans, we also need Instrumentus. Instrumentus is plus metal, okay, yep. So we want to get metal and Humanus, and then we want metal right here, which you have a bunch of, good. Make that, and we get the Instrumentus. Instrumentus plus Humanus gets us the thing that I wanted, the Fabrico. Where did you go? Oh, I just scrolled past it, didn't I? Where are you? Oh, there it is. And, oop, get that out of there. This should do it. Yes, okay, we've got it. And you can see the discovery appears here. So we pull this guy out, and then we right-click it. There we go. Achievement, or research complete. We have the table. So if we pop in here, we can see that this is now available, and we can craft it. Well, we need the thermometer, we need a golden axe, a table, and a golden pickaxe. So we'll go ahead and make one of those. We need some gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. And then we need a table, which is just some wood, which we have, and then a thermometer. And I'll just use the one that I have in my inventory, because I can always make another. So it's an axe, right? Oh. Let's make a bunch of wood. And do this. And then it's the table, which I believe is this. Yep. We do this. This guy here. I did make it, right? No, I did it wrong. What did I do wrong? Is it not? No, that should be it. Oh, we need Perdito. We actually need 20 of this in order to make it. If we don't have 20 of this, it will not work. And I don't have 20. If you look at my research table, I only have 8, and there's no way to make it because it's a base element, which means I've got to go scan some nodes. And this is exactly what, again, I'm trying to avoid happening with the deconstruction table, because I can get those base elements directly. You see, it's a primal aspect, only have 8. So I'm going to go look for those, and I'll be back again so we can finish up this table and finish up the episode. It took me a while, but I finally found an ore node that had about 85 peritos, so we should be able to make it this time. So if I put these guys in here, and I put this guy right here... Why do you still not work? Welp. I really don't know what's going on anymore. Oh. Oh, maybe I need an arcane workbench. Maybe. You know, that would make a lot of sense. How do you make an arcane workbench? I'm guessing that's another thing. That's another thing I need to research, is an arcane workbench. You know, maybe if I read a little bit better, I would figure some of these things out. Oh no. I don't know. I really don't know what that is under. I'm looking for it. Alchemy, Crucible, Artifice, Table, Arcane Workplace, Crafting with Magic. Oh, we just get a table and then we click it with the. Okay, that's easy. That's easy. We got this. We just need some wood here. I'm gonna dump off some things because I have a bunch of things on me again. No surprise there. Inventory fills up almost immediately. Get rid of that. Okay. So that doesn't need to be in there. Pull that back out. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and make another one of these things. Okay, so supposedly if I put one of these over here and I hit it with my wand. There we go. Awesome. Now let's repeat the process. Hopefully it works this time. Oh, that goes here. Insufficient viz. Where the heck did my wand go? Oh, this isn't... I need a certain amount of viz. That must not be enough. What does it need? Oh, maybe it needs the perito, and I don't have it. Oh, I see. I see what's going on here. I get it. Okay, I need to charge my wand with those aspects. Not charge the other thing. Now, where did that thing go? Now it's going to be really tough to find at night. I wonder if I can find it. We may have to put this off until another time. Fortunately. Oh, there it is. Gimme, 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 gimme. Ow! Yeah, it's going to be a pain. I'll wait till morning and I'll do this again. Alright, I finally did it. So I got this thing full of perito and I can now create the deconstruction table. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. And I'll throw this guy right here. Now, what you do with this is you basically put items in and it gives you aspects. Like this guy's going to give me perito and then it's just going to sit there and not do anything after that. And so this is going to just kind of cycle through different objects. Why doesn't it show it up there anymore? Oh, there it goes. Shows the netherwart. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now this is a good way to get aspects, although it's very slow and it eats the items. Yeah. I wish there was a way to automate this. I don't know if there is. Maybe. But yeah, this episode has gone on way too long, so we're going to have to call it quits here, unfortunately. Next time we'll pick up some more Thaumcraft stuff and do some more cool things. It should be pretty fun. Anyways, thank you for watching, and until next time then.